Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to a Mining Monday live stream. But today we are not mining in Dwarf Fortress because unfortunately that save is just borked for whatever reason. It crashes and I couldn't figure out a way around it. But that's okay. We were pretty deep in that save anyway. And it was probably time for a new fortress regardless. And that is going to be the plan. So the streaming schedule, at least for now, what I'm looking at, is I'm thinking of doing Monday and Wednesdays Dyson Sphere programs. So we can actually get some focus a little bit. I mean, I'm someone who loves to keep cycling different things. I get bored all the time and want to try something new, but I do want to focus a little bit more on DSP because I've never gone very deep into it. I did a 10 episode, I think, playlist when it originally went into early access, and that was about all. So I'd love to see the end game. It does have an end game and beatable and everything like that. So I'd love to do that. Especially in the state the game is currently in, because one of the big pushes for 2023 during their final stages of early access are to introduce combat, which might be awesome, might not be, I don't know, but I think I'd sort of like to see things brought maybe to a conclusion here before they add combat, and we can focus on that. And yeah, you can play after you win the game, that's true too. So Monday, Wednesday's Dyson Sphere program. Saturday, we're going to keep going with RimWorld, but we must be very close to beating that. We just need Randy to chill for 2 seconds. We'll probably be able to build our spaceship and win and escape with all our rhinos. And then when RimWorld is over, the plan is I'll probably have Dwarf Fortress take over the Saturday slot. So I think that's going to be the idea, at least for now. DSP, Monday, Wednesday, RimWorld until it's done on Saturday, then Dwarf Fortress. So I think that's going to be all right. Probably, maybe. I don't know how much higher my voice can get, but there it is. DF Saturdays sounds amazing. Yeah, I think that'll be nice. I mean, we've done plenty of Dwarf Fortress on Saturdays. The 4-hour streams on Saturdays might actually be a better fit for Dwarf Fortress, considering there's quite a lot that you have to do in DF, so it might actually turn out to be a little bit better. I don't know. And that's true. End of February is soon here, and then the question will be what happens with KSP. Well, maybe what it's going to be Dyson Sphere program Mondays and Wednesdays until Kerbal comes out. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we have done 2 streams of this game so far. Both of them have actually not been full streams, because the first time we did it was the day when Dwarf Fortress started to crash. So we played this from a start for about an hour and a half. And then last Wednesday, we did, we had a sponsored stream with Astro Colony. Then we checked out Occupy Mars just to visit it and see what it was like. And then we jumped into this for about 50 minutes of recording. And of course, not all of that was gameplay. So we're still in the very early phases. I did just cut the highlights so that they are available on Twitch. And I started the export to YouTube. They're still being processed over on YouTube, but I'll get those live if you haven't caught anything. But if you haven't, it's fine. Again, still very early days. We'll do a lot of explanation and get you back up to speed pretty easy peasy. We're gonna do the subs and resubs first though, and Mischievous Art, thank you very much for the gift subs. 5 gift subs just now from Mischievous Art. We got a hype train going on, level 2 currently. Thank you very much. That is really, really swell. I just realized I don't have my Streamlabs open, so I can't properly see the subs and resubs. Let's see what we can do over there to get that going on. There you go. So we had Mobius Walker has resubbed for 62 months. Duchi's at 49. We got a Twitch baby. Vrandu is a 9-month-old. Aww. Hey Quill, hey Essentia, hey chat. Well, at least that was a dwarf for an episode. Vrandu, we'll see what we can do to get you back into some stuff fairly quickly, because yeah, that was a little on the short side there. The Man is at 74 months. That's a lot of months, gotta optimize. Coastal Kazoo's at 38. We got a 1-year Twitch anniversary from Twum. I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. I think we've had a talk about this before, but I have no recollection. Drunk Shooter's at 14 months, Two Fangs at 67, Crossy SE is at 94 months, time flies indeed. Rudvin's at 55, yes, there's a button, you must push it, especially if it says subscribe. Vonazer's at 28 months, Nozaki's at 98 months, The Sphere Must Sphere. Dilla the Killer is at 3 months. Mechia Man is a 14. Cool Fatso's a 2-year Twitch anniversary, 24 months. Nanook started us off today at 30 months. Thank you very much for that. And just now, Just Wanna Fly. Just Wanna Fly. I don't know if that's what your name is a reference to, but that's gonna get in my head like all week now. Thank you. It says Harvest the Star. Yeah, we'll work on that, of course. Hey, it's sunrise is happening. Lovely. Oh, thanks, Rasmus. Yeah, I want to get back into Civ. I almost considered it. So, because we'd, Moon Mondays shall return. I mean, Kerbal Moon Days almost certainly, at the least. At the least. Thanks, Halco. Cheers to you. You know, I like my water spicy. I like when it has bubbles. This is just still water. But I should get more of a habit of doing that. I like bubbles. I was about to say something. I can't remember what. There was the thing that came in. Kerbal Moon Days. Yeah, no. So we'll see what the scheduling does shake out like when KSB 2 does come back. You seen the trailer for Back to the Future Part 4? No, I have not. Oh. Hope it's good. I mean, that's an important part of our childhood. Okay. Let's give a quick little tour of the base for the people who may not have been here for the other Dyson Sphere program streams. Dyson Sphere program is basically, it's one of these, like, it's like a Factorio. It's like a Satisfactory, right? But DSP, you are on a planet, and you can see the curvature of the planet here. They're not huge planets. You can cover the entire thing, but the big thing with DSP is that you can, in fact, go to space. And actually, I just unlocked sail mode with the ability to go to other planets. So we'll be doing that relatively soon. Where the hell did I land? Where's my base? Oh my god. I mean, the planet's not that big. If I just fly in a direction, I'll find it again. Oh, there it is. All right. It's fine. I didn't get lost. You got lost. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Okay. I mean, it's sort of like Factorio meets Kerbal. Okay, we're still doing some research. Upgrading our drones, which is great. All right, here's our little science area. This is where we're actually consuming our science cubes that we're building over here. We have a little low-tech one for blue cubes, which are the first tier of science, and we got red science over here. Now, the red science comes from quite far away, which is a little bit... Whatever, don't judge me. It's fine. Way over here is where we produced red science. Now, because I couldn't not tinker when I loaded the save up earlier to get the stream ready, I did build a second oil extractor over here because our science rate was, we weren't fully saturated on oil. So now we've got all of our belts are fully saturated on crude oil over here. This is our tier 1 oil processing. So this recipe here is the thing that cracks crude oil into refined oil as well as hydrogen. And right now, all we really care about actually is the hydrogen, because that is what we need to make the red science, the tier 2 science. However, we are just about to run into a problem here because we are not currently using the refined oil. What we could do is we could be using this to power, like we could be feeding this into some power reactors. And we in fact may do that just because we do have an excess of this oil. And as soon as this fills up, our entire production chain is going to stop. Oh, the trailer's fan made isn't official? Oh, okay. But yeah, our workflow is going to stop. So we could be burning all this for power. Most of our power is wind. We do have a couple of coal burners as well to supplement that. And actually we are, last time I checked, yeah, we're basically, we're gonna need some more power soon, depending on what we're doing. We are actually filling a little bit. We have a bit of a backlog of the hydrogen, but mostly it's been consumed quite quickly by our matrix labs. I did actually go and build another triple stack of matrix labs over here, just because I realized we had enough that I could go ahead and do that. But we're gonna have to go and get sort of the tier 2 oil processing set up, just so that we can turn, I think, most of this refined oil into more hydrogen, as well as a side effect, more of the, what's this called? Energetic graphite as a side effect. So we can sort of feed a little bit of this in here, which is gonna be quite good. As Mecca said, there'll never be a Back to the Future 4 in his lifetime. Oh, okay. That's fine. Back to the Future, but especially the first one, the first Back to the Future, the script is actually taught in like film schools as like an example of a perfect script. just perfectly tight, nothing to add, nothing to cut out. Yeah. 2 was probably the least strong, although it's still pretty fun. And then 3 was surprisingly good, which I wouldn't have, sort of looking back, I'm surprised 3 was so good as it was, because it could have easily been like just really hokey cowboy stuff. But it seemed to work pretty well. Did a planet of nothing but windmills since they didn't want to use oil, coal. It's doable. Yeah, absolutely. And especially once you get, you know, your solar power, your microwave transmitters and things like that with your Dyson sphere, that's a whole other thing. But we were lazy and we're like, you know what? I'm just going to go and set up a little bit of coal. But yeah, let's get this going on. So what we're going to need is we are going to need some oil refineries. There's not a tremendous amount of space here. We do have the ability to put down foundation, but it takes a ridiculous amount of material to get the job done. So I'm not sure if that's the best spot, or I could do it a little further on. What I could do is I could take this down, move the red science labs like maybe right over here and use this space for that, but I don't know. It's possible we need faster sorters for the labs. That's true too. Yeah, Weird Darkness, as I said, I just cut up the highlights for DSP right before the stream and started uploading it to YouTube. It's still being processed on YouTube, but yeah, I'll be making those live ASAP. So I think I'm gonna try to see what I can sort of cram in over here. It might not be the best spot, but we kind of won't know until we start. So my plan is gonna be, do I want separate belts? Or do I want to do the splitter thing again? Okay, let's see what our recipe is going to look like. So what we want here, right now what we're doing is we're doing the basic plasma refining, which cracks the crude oil into refined hydrogen. But what we want to do is X-ray cracking over here, which takes in hydrogen and crude oil and puts out more hydrogen than it came into the system, plus some energetic graphene, which we need. You have separate belts for formal wear and everyday use. Banana, thanks for the help. That's you know, that's really helpful. So I suppose for the inputs at least, I'm gonna have 2 separate belts. And let's say we input from the middle and output on the outside, just to say. We're not gonna be tiling it very well here. Well, that's fine. We can, well, actually, yeah, everything for this is not gonna be very tileable. We might need to build this somewhere else, but let's go ahead and try to set up one of these little runs and see where we end up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop a splitter over here. Right there. Come in here, come in that way, and then do one of those. And I think what I want is I want to set up the priority on the right, because we want to make sure that this system is being fed as a priority, so that it doesn't get starved out and we can do the refining the way we want. All right, then what we're going to do is we're going to pull an output out of here. Yeah, jump over this. And do one of those. The spaghetti continues. Spaghetti. All right. So, for the process, we need to pull in hydrogen. Am I gonna have enough room for these? Yeah, because you can yoink from there, and then you can yoink from there. There you go. They won't get in each other's way. All right, if we get ourselves a little Tesla tower over here to power this whole thing. Okay. The spaghetti must grow. Yes. Okay, so this wants to output 2 different things. You know, if these were rotated, because this end of things does have stuff. Yeah, hold on. Let's do that. What? Okay, that's not where I thought that would go. Okay. We did this way instead. Because then what I could do is I could have the outputs over here. And rather than doing the splitter trick on the output, I'm going to have the sorters drop the hydrogen there, drop the graphene there. And yeah, it makes sense to have the hydrogen drop closer because we produce more of it. Okay. And then what I want for the hydrogen, I want to feed right back into this. So I'm wondering if this should be the priority. No, there's not going to be that much competition from this side of things. I think it's going to be okay. And then with the graphene, you're going to go and flow into this. Okay. So the goal here is just to process more of the refined oil to prevent this whole thing from clogging up. So that's happening now, but not very quickly. Oh, I can feed directly into the tank. Thank you, good catch. I forgot about that. Yeah. Cheers. Much better. Okay, so the downside is I'm not sure that I'm making something that's very tileable, but I mean, sort of, kinda. If I just grab this, I mean, only sort of, kinda. Oh, do I not have enough of these belts? Well, let's go shopping at the mall. Grab a bunch of conveyor belts. Oh, where was I? Right here. Yeah, much better straight into the tank. Yeah, I mean, it is every citizen's final duty. Wait, now this is a different game. I don't know. I got the tutorial tooltip to rotate my camera again. So if we go into copy, I'm not going to grab the conveyors at the end here because I don't actually know where the belt will go. This object. Oh, that's fine. It's because there's already a conveyor belt there, right? I think. This could have gone closer, couldn't it? I guess since I'm not copying that much, I can just do it this way. I guess I could have rotated it so it dumps over here, but I think I'll just repeat this little pattern again. Like so. Tab over to that. Tab over to that. Tab. Tab, tab. I love being able to set the filters just on the go here. Oh, my core energy will be deleted soon. Nah, that's fine. We can sort that out in a second. So first of all, I can recharge my battery standing around this thing, but the other thing I can do is, yeah, get some extra fuel in here. I think what I'll do is I'll just grab, oh, there's actually not a stockpile of energetic graphene stored up. Really? I think I need more coal inputs to feed these. I mean, we're getting a little bit of bonus with this. Random things. We're gonna have to I don't know what the best type of fuel I can make that I have access to right now. Probably right now is the energetic graphite. So I could grab a bunch of that and throw it into my my battery pack. But ideally, if we could get to hydrogen fuel rods, which I have some in my inventory, probably as a reward for some quest or something like that. Yeah, graphite. Yeah, I always say graphene. It's graphite. I mean, I think they're both like carbon molecules, but different shapes. So they're the same, but different. Oh, you start the game with 3 of those. Okay. You know, I should probably just dump them in here just to free up some space, but yeah. Might want to do a little split here and feed more coal into this. On the other hand, now that we're cycling the extra graphite in here, these are going to be working less than normal, so it might all be fine. I don't know. Oh, hydrogen fuel rods need titanium. You don't have your starting world. Ah, okay. So graphite. I'm saying graphene now. I'm trying to. Yeah, sure. It's not even going to be an option for me. Or rather, graphite is going to be the best option for me right now. Okay. So I might just want to stockpile a bunch of that. Graphene is fine to say. Coal. Just wondering, like, I'm sure I have some other coal being processed somewhere, and it might just be good to, like, graphite a bunch of that. Maybe we don't. Coal? We don't mine any other coal right now. It's literally just this. There's a vein over there, but I don't think it's being mined. I'm actually quite surprised at that. All right. What we'll do is we'll just do one over here. I believe... Oh, I don't have a smelter on me. A couple of those. What I'll do is I'll just set up a little thing right here for that. Smelt into storage. Yeah, we need a gap. Although there was a gap there that was going to happen. That's fine. Well... Is that still too close? Maybe I did need to leave the bigger gap. Huh. Oh, I can stack more things vertically now. That's great. It looked like there was enough space. But yeah, doing inserters to belts is always, like, fine and works perfectly and intuitively. Doing things from one to the other does sometimes look a little weird. All right, there you go. Yeah, just joint that, put it in there. Let's limit it to 4. So that's exactly how much I need to fill up an engine. Well, maybe I'll do like 8. So if I go and pick up a full load from here, it'll be everything I need to completely fill up my fuel chamber, plus some spare. Yeah, that's a good question. I think we do come out ahead if we feed the graphene or the graphite into the thermal power plant, right? So we should sort of convert all of it to graphene and then feed that into here. Is that the case? Did you already launch something into space? Nope, we haven't launched anything. So yeah, so I don't know if someone... I think people had implied that it was a net win. So tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into delete mode. You come out ahead, okay. I mean, materially you come out ahead. It was just like, well, we need to run the machines to do it. So does it still work then? You know what? We're going to expand our coal production, so obviously let's get rid of these silly wind turbines. Why would anyone want wind turbines? That would be ridiculous. Let me just build these arc smelters. They don't take very long, and maybe I do produce them somewhere, I don't remember, but... Although I suppose the most I can have on one belt is 6, because I think they process 1 per second. It's 2 seconds to process, but you do yoink 2 coal. So yeah, 6 is the most that we can feed at once. Although we could have 2, that's gonna be fine. Feed those in there. Do something like that. extend this a little further. So what I want to do... have a buffer, because in general it's a good idea, but also I'm specifically want to pick things up. Okay. Back slightly. And yeah, right now we've got a power shortage, which makes sense. Because I did just yoink my power generators. Oh, can they not be fed from an end? Oh, that's... I thought it was going to be fine to throw 3 or maybe 4 in here, but apparently not. Might have to just extend this. Can't get no satisfaction. You can chain them. Oh. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. That's awesome. Thank you. Although, I guess there needs to be enough in here. Hey, when does this start grabbing? That's interesting. Why isn't this one grabbing? It's got 4 in here. Does it mean more of an excess? But no, they all stop at 4. That's as much as they go. Around 5 there. Oh, this occasionally goes up to 5. That's probably what triggers the grab, and then this one doesn't. Okay. Or more, yeah, more inserters. Right, because then it could yoink faster. I'll tell you what, let me do that and just chain on one side, or use the faster inserters, but I guess the thing to do... Oh, is there just two inputs? Oh no, there's a third. Oh no, there's 3 on one side and 2 on the other. There you go. This one should... Yeah, there you go. Alright, so now I can change these 5 together. Looks like we're still producing enough. Although ideally I'd like to do more of it just based on solar power. Now if I add, or well, solar or wind is what I meant to say. If I add the wind, will these produce less and consume less? I'm hoping so. Yeah, we're not producing enough here anymore to run these. Let's just do the row of 5. Let's add a bunch more wind turbines. These will go slower, good, because that's what I want. I just want them there. Let me collide with other object. What are you colliding with? A rock? Oh, there we go. Oh, is it not going to go at all? Because that's one thing that's... I mean, maybe it's the better solution. I don't know. For me personally, I'd like it if for some reason it can't do... If it can't do the entire construction when I drag things out. In DSP, what it does is it doesn't do any of it. I think I would like it to do as much as it can and then stop. Yeah, See, I only have one left. So if I do this, it doesn't do it all. Whereas, like, part of me is like, well, I'd still like you to put one down. You know? Yeah, at some point, like, it's the soul. Like, the whole thing, this game is almost by definition power limited. Because the whole thing you're trying to set up with the Dyson sphere is you're trying to capture all of the power of a sun. Because the power becomes more and more the bottleneck. Okay, satisfaction's 100, and we're only using about 80% of our capacity, maybe? So yeah, I'm hoping that means these will start to run slower, which means we'll start to accumulate some over there. But I think I might need... I think I want to put down just a bunch more wind. Which I do believe we are producing. Yeah, right here. I mean one. There we go. I gotta click the one on the inserter. A triple helix line for wind turbines? Yeah. Oh yeah, this whole thing started because it's like, hey, I could use some juice, especially if I'm running around like this. Hey, it's starting to backlog. Not much, but it's starting. Good. It doesn't help that I like to fly so much, but if you can fly, why wouldn't you? But it does burn power a lot faster. More power, always more power. I'm still happy that we set up the coal stuff, but probably should have done this a little sooner. Oh. I don't know if I produced those, but I should have grabbed some if not. Let me put a little thing here so I can charge myself off the grid, which will be much faster than just using my internal engine. There you go. My poor drones. Flying is not economical. Economical is doing things slower for lower cost, yeah. But it's awesome. Therefore, it must be done. I can't go there? Well, I guess what I'll do is I'll do this. Well, that actually might be a bit of a problem. This is we're back at our oil processing area over there. By this tower. Well, we're down to only a 75% workload-ish. Maybe a little bit around 70, but it's still, wow. There's just not enough wind. Oh yeah, people have pointed out that you can have more than multiple one of these to like recharge your battery even faster here. You can make a row of like 8 or something, which didn't need to be the case before, but I guess my battery's a lot bigger now, so it does feel like it needs more to fill it. Okay. How are we doing over here? I think the amount, yeah, the refined oil amount continues to go up, so we do need more of this setup over here. I guess if I just, actually, I will trash this. Copy. Paste. Oh, am I missing? I'm missing a refinery for there, and I guess one couldn't be built here because of the terrain. I'm gonna need to, yeah, pick up some extra foundation bits. And then oil refineries, although I don't make the oil refineries automatically. Yeah, I need a bunch more blocks. Okay. Stone blocks are over here. You have to make the yeah, you do have to make the foundation. I don't know if I have that automated. Stone blocks and steel. We got steel over here. We got stone blocks over here. So there's no reason why I couldn't automate foundation making. Seems like what I should do. Yeah, wind doesn't scale enough. Yeah. It's great for starting off. When your power requirements are low, it's easy to produce. What am I looking for? I'm looking for an assembling machine. I might move this little Tesla tower. I don't know if you can pick off a diagonal part like this. So I want you to make for me foundation. First, let's see. Can we grab off this little corner? No, but I'll get rid of you. I can grab that. Okay. There we are. Let's just don't grab too much, so you here. We'll probably find out that's too close. Oh, we didn't. Good. I guess one stack at a time. I don't know. We end up, when we want to do foundation stuff, we tend to need a lot of it. So I'm going to put a limit of like 4 stacks over here. I thought Dyson spheres around vacuum. All right. So, I mean, obviously, it constructs it fairly slowly. But the thing is, we're going to be busy doing lots of other things. The idea is you come and visit from time to time. Like, when you need it. When you need it, there's going to be a crap ton waiting for it. I'm not going to make anything in bulk. It feels like in Factorio, because of the way things grow, especially, like, when you're trying to lay out more power, you're going to have to, like... you're paving over an area the size of the Sahara Desert to lay down your solar panels in Factorio. So it feels like you need a lot more bulk job going on simultaneously in that. Whereas here, I feel like you don't need that much production of your basic building blocks. Now, maybe that changes later. I've never gone into the super late game. Oop, that's my research queue empty. Well, let's leave that for a second. Out of foundation again. Man, it takes no time. Whoa. I'll have to be good enough. Oh yeah, I didn't make my oil refineries. Make 3 and then I'm out of steel. People are asking which one's more accessible to a noob, DSP or Factorio. So there's, yeah, so chat's interestingly divided on this. That's a bingo. Everyone take a drink. Yeah, chat's a little bit divided on which one's more accessible. And I don't know. It's hard to know without, like, because I'd be coming in from not a vacuum, not a neutral point of view. Tough. Part of me almost, even though I feel like Factorio has more ultimate kind of scale and depth. Although, again, I haven't gone deep into DSP, so it might be completely unfair to say, right? And it probably is. I feel like the way... I think Factorio might be a little easier for people to wrap their heads around at first because it is strictly flat. There's no 3D element. There's no raising things above one another. You do have underground belts, but you don't really think of it the same way. Yeah, I don't know why the blueprint failed to bridge over here. I guess I didn't copy that bridge maybe out of everything, or there was something else stopping it from working. Or I copied from an incomplete part. That actually has a fair amount of likelihood. So shouldn't these be working? Oh, you don't have your inserters. Why didn't you copy the inserters? Huh. I mean, it's clearly whatever. When I was copying it, I was clearly missing something. Just do on one side here. I'm still figuring out the blueprint system in here. All right, now we're gonna do the other side. I do like that it doesn't really matter where you click to start the inserters. Like, it will realign itself depending on where you're pulling. Okay, you're already working. And you're working. Now you guys should be producing. Although only half. One of your outputs isn't going here, so that didn't get grabbed either. You got an output there. Neither one of yours is going. Okay, you here is... nope, that's the wrong one. Cancel. Oh, and I gotta set filters on those things. No! You're okay here. You... Oh, okay. I might have to clear some. Okay, that is actually filtered. This one is not. And these are. Okay, I didn't have to filter the inputs, but these outputs. Symbols. Okay, I think we might be okay there. And I might have to clear one thing off. It'll jam up if need be. I think the easiest way to feed all of it together. I mean, a splitter is also a merger in this game, right? I could do that. Still one hydrogen filter in the middle missing. I think right here, huh? Yep. There you go. Good eye. Very good eye. You know what I should just do? If we did something like this. What? Yeah, I know the endpoint. Can you... Oh, can you not... Shit. Did I need to leave a little bit more space in here? I just don't think I can get vertical quickly enough. I can trim that back slightly. There it is. And I can't trim that one, though. Dang. So yeah, just needed a little bit more space to be able to reach over here. Yours, George. Hold on one sec. Let me do this before I lose my train of thought. You can just do this. stay elevated. Move over this way. Do one of those. Okay. Yeah, I could actually tear this part down and make everything look more like this, and it'll look less spaghetti and more like I actually plan things. But it's there, it works, we'll leave it in there. What did Furious George have to say? Quill, it's been forever since I got a stream. Recently started a WFH, work from home job, and this has been the first chance I've had to watch stream again. Hope all is well. Enjoy some chocolate or Brussels sprouts on me. You know, I haven't had Brussels sprouts in forever. The last few times have just been frozen Brussels sprouts, and it's not the same at all. Fresh Brussels sprouts, I don't know when the season for it is around here, but I am anxious. Do some nice pan roasted ones. I think one of those towers isn't set to do purple. Oh, it was hidden. It was behind. Oh, the symbol was hidden. Okay, cool. As I say, the production method, I really would have thought that would work. Okay, so this is all here just to try to keep the refined oil a little bit under control, and the numbers are still going up on this. Yeah, this is not being very well load balanced. You know, this would be a good contender for... Let's put a splitter in there, because it should do a better job of load balancing. And here, the issue is actually... the amount of... well, now it might be fine. Now, if we end up being bottlenecked on the carbon, we can burn it. Actually, what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a little one of these bad boys right over here to act as sort of a buffer, but it'll also be a convenient fuel pickup spot for me. So yeah, so it's going to buffer. It'll mostly keep this saturated. These things won't be running anymore because this line is saturated, which is fine. We want to consume the stuff that comes out of this first. And yeah, I can just do that. Oh, apparently I picked up a bunch of hydrogen somewhere along the way. This is actually a little inconvenient to place down, because I have to click one at a time. Okay. Yeah, I might have to faster belt. The output might just be way too much over here. But for now, we're okay. There's an upgrade facilities button. I can just upgrade on a belt to chain the whole thing. Ooh. It goes that far back. So some of that's not necessary, but we could consider it. But right now, it's just not consuming quickly enough. I think this is okay. And yeah, if need be, what I can do is just... And it might not be a bad idea as a whole. Actually, I can put it at the end of this chain. That's what I can do. Way over here. If any refined oil gets here, we just burn a little bit of that off. And that can help. Although again, right now our satisfaction is so good, we're only using about 60% of our total load. It might not use that much, but it's the hydrogen tank that goes into the belt requires a faster belt. You have at least 4 or 6 refiners that aren't working. You think that is the... Yeah, I guess that's a short little area too. If I just... What do I need for this? I don't have... Oh, I don't think I have the faster belt tech. All right, where do we get that? Right here.
Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's news.
I need magnetic levitation technology first. Where is... That's interesting, because it's not a prereq. Is that a technology or is that an upgrade? Right here. There we go. Now can I add this to the queue? Cool. So that'll give me my Mark II conveyor belts. Okay. And logistics distributor. Oh, this is where we get our logistic bots. I wonder how they work. Big fan of those in Factorio, obviously. Ronald Washlab. Thanks for subbing. Sorry I borked your name. Most X-rays are output limited. Okay. I mean, it does seem to be the case that, like, yeah, we need to be able to load this faster. So presumably there's also a Mark II splitter. Am I getting that from the same tech? That wouldn't surprise me, actually. It's sort of, yeah. They sort of, no, it's storage. Better sorter. Oh, maybe the splitters don't have variants. Maybe they just work as fast as the belts that are accessing them. Yeah. Splitters just work with the inputs. Okay. So logistic bots work as you build... So, did someone else just sub? Arturian, thank you. Apparently you can put a storage crate on top of the splitter. What? Although, that's not going to work very well. Can I put a liquid one on top of this? No. Okay, I can't put a liquid one on here. And the problem is liquids do not stack efficiently in crates.
Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's a new subscriber.
It might still not be a terrible idea for some extra bufferage, but yeah, I don't think there's any reason to put it here. But holy crap, that's amazing. Another sub, Barry the Chimkin, thank you. Lots of people remembering their Prime buttons as well, thank you. Jewel Epic, hey, with the resub. Cheers. Okay, so we got that. Actually, our red tech, because I hadn't researched for a bit, our red is all the way back here. I think the thing to do now is to go and increase the rate at which we consume our cubes. Actually, I can stack things even higher than before now. What do I need to make more of these science labs? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's going to be correct with everything I just did. Oops, not delete. Did I really use all my freaking conveyor belts too? Wow. All right. Actually, I might need some more blue production here. Bam. Red's a little bit misleading because I've got such a backlog, but I do have 9 of the things making the reds. So we can go and get the blue to match. Although I guess I'm gonna have to build 1, 2, 3 more of them. I think we need more inserters. That's possible, actually. I suppose I could stack them a little higher, too. What do you mean, lack? I must not have been clicking on the right thing. There you go. I like how it's got the little green preview line. Oh no, that's the grid. Never mind. So yeah, I'm going to use the Mark IIs to grab from afar, and I'll just use a pair of Mark Is to grab from up close. Yeah, there you go. These things are all fully stocked. Gift subs, thank you. Jewel Epic, 10 gift subs. Thank you very much, Jewel. Change where inserters copy over, made the game more playable. Yeah, that's really nice. Presume he knows you can wrap belts around buildings to give him more access points for pickup and drop. Yeah, I do know they've got inserters on the sides. Yeah, spots for it. I guess if I left gaps between them, then it would allow for more space. We seem to be okay here. Actually, I don't think the input was restricted here. Although, if I do go and drop 3 more of these on top, no, I think it's still not going to be input starved. I don't think we actually need to do the upgrade, but you know what? We've got it. It's fine. Here we are. Make more blue more faster. I think we want the same amount. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know if the science consumption and science production are actually, like, paired up or not, but... Chat paused you to scroll. Oh, I want to scroll back. There was more helpful messages I want to respond. Punisher says, logistic bots work in a way that you build a building on top of storage and place drones into it. You then set how much you want of a specific resource, the one from the storage, and the drones in the building take stuff to you to fill to the point you have set. Okay. So you build a storage item, you load stuff into it. You put a logistics thingamabob on top of the storage, and then you put in a request for bots to bring stuff to you. Okay, that's going to be really helpful. All right, higher level conveyor belts are ready to go. So what do we need to actually create them? It needs the tier 1, and then it needs the electromagnetic turbine. Okay, the electromagnetic turbine needs the electric motor plus magnetic coils. Oh, let's see if our layout... Actually, I don't think I've got the motor production done at all, because I hadn't needed... I think I needed like 60 for one of the techs, and I just handmade them, but I hadn't actually needed the motors for anything else yet. So at least that means I didn't end up putting them in a dumb spot that I can't reach stuff. Let me clear out that. Okay. Oh wait, trees? Nobody likes you. Need more output for the blue cubes? Oh, really? You think so? No. No, we're... Maybe later we get like boost to production or people stack them higher. So they think that we need more. Currently, we don't seem to need more. Check the top lab. No, they're all sitting at 0 inside their tingy. Right? I think so. Seems to dump it as soon as it comes in. Jewel with more gift subs. 5 more gift subs, bringing their total to the channel to an even 100 gift subs. Jewel Epic certainly earns the name Epic there. Yeah, we could set up some stockpiles and things for these as well, especially if at any point I like stop researching for a bit. And actually, if I stockpile and stop researching, what I could do is increase the amount of stuff that happens here. What are we going to research next? So you need yellow cubes. Oh, 50% more replicator speed? Okay. Needs more blue than red. This is probably when we're going to run into more problems with things. I haven't done anything with the proliferators yet. I actually don't know how they work properly. Deuterium okay. I mean, this is all stuff I can research with just blue. Weird. With just blue and red cubes. So we're going to go ahead and queue those all up. There's the hydrogen fuel rods, although apparently we need titanium to produce them. So we don't necessarily have to get them first. But yeah, we'll just queue up more of this tech so it'll be ready to go. Proliferators are hell to consume a lot more power. But you get like faster production and more freebies or something, right? Oh, there's the guide to logistics. Provide to Icarus, collect from Icarus. Okay, so you can yoink some things from you. Okay. Cool. That's actually really handy for like when I clear trees and stuff. And I don't actually want the wood and the leaves and stuff on my person. I can just go and dump them that way. Okay. What was I about to do? Oh, yes, this motor stuff. So I'm going to set up a little thing. If it turns out to be something we need hugely in bulk, then we'll make a dedicated spot for it. But for right now, I'm just going to set up an area for at least like a shopping mall style production for it. So, first, electric motor. It needs iron and gears and the electromagnets here. Well, the gears and the electromagnets are here. I need to get iron plates over, which are here. I love the reverser feature, which I don't know if that was part of the January update at the same time. I think so. You know, they'll flip paths. Okay. Speed assembling process. Yay, replicator speed. All right. So... assembling machine here. Oh, I don't actually want to copy the... is there a thing? Can I copy without the belts? Oh, remove sorter previews. Whoops. Cool. Just hit tilde. Gap. Another one of those. Okay. You are gonna make this. You are gonna make that. Need gears, magnets, plates. And you can take that, dump it into here. So then magnets. Limit you to a stack. Copy, paste. All right. I mean, you might not be operating at full pin, but you're operating. And now, so is you. Ah. Wish you could play this game for the first time again. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of games I feel that way about. I mean, first thing that comes to mind is like, I don't know, Mass Effect series. Like a lot of the story ones. Some of these, like this, the exploration, discovery, and solving a puzzle for the first time is amazing. I wouldn't mind resetting my Factorio knowledge at this point, because after you've played it like for hundreds and hundreds of hours, and the same thing happens for a lot of these builders, you sort of feel like you start over, and it's good, and then at some point you're like, well, if I start over again, it's kind of just going to feel the same again. So that might be something. Whereas most of our strategy and simulation games, like, I don't want to start over because I want to be able to carry over my knowledge. Okay, what did I need these for? Does anyone remember? Oh, that was for the tier 2 inserters, wasn't it? Or sorters, as they call them in here, right? No, it was the tier 2 belts. The tier 2 inserters just use regular inserters plus that. Dang. Where do I make those? Over here. I think. Okay, so clearly we need more assembling for these machines. I'm gonna need more motors. I think I'll probably have to set up an actual dedicated area for motor production. Just squeezing it into my mall here is gonna be fine if for some reason I want to like pick some of these up by hand, but that's not really. Damn. Oh yeah, if I use the upgraded assemblers. Speaking of graphene, as opposed to graphite, any of that. And the processors, yeah, I don't have any of that set up. I have a lot of the tech unlocked because it was easy to sit there. I think that's our graphene there. Okay. I mean, for now... There you go. I can do this and handcraft a few extra. That's fine. Just to make sure that our oil refinery is going at full tilt. Yeah, we'll have to figure out something properly dedicated over here after. That's upgraded. And that's upgraded. Whoa, look at it go! Wait, why can't... There's like a wall here. I can't move left. Oh, there, now I can. That was weird. Whee! Okay. And maybe I didn't even need to upgrade this part. Maybe I only needed this. But most of the throughput is coming from over here, so probably it makes sense. I don't have to upgrade the little side ones. That's going to be okay. God damn, that is so much faster. Okay, that's filling. Oh, see, this is 100% full. Which is fine. It just means this can't produce. When this is full... Our crude oil doesn't produce, but we're still getting hydrogen from this area over here. So maybe that's actually 100% okay. Because then it stops us from, you know, extracting more oil, because if we don't need to extract oil, because this is going to keep going. Yeah, that's actually fine. I was worried about emptying this faster. Maybe I could even stop that little power generator over there, but... This is sort of self-sustaining. Wow, that is crazy cool. I don't think the input... No, because this keeps... Well, no, it is flowing fairly consistently up to here. I could have this first part sped up, rather than upgrading the entire chain. You know, the easiest way to do this to make sure I don't miss anything is cut that, then I can hold a shift over here. Are you going to be a pain in the butt here? You're getting confused about things? There we go. Right, so fast to here until we start picking things up. Probably helps with the flow just a little bit. But yeah, the rest of it has gaps, so we definitely don't need it. In fact, maybe these areas are being starved, but... Maybe I will upgrade all the way to there. Yeah, there you go. Our refinery is consuming all the hydrogen. Well, they multiply it. They take in 2 hydrogen to produce 3. Oh, I have the priority set over here, which might not be what I want. Except it sort of is. Because we are gaining hydrogen. If I'm prioritizing over here, we're generating more and more and more hydrogen. Until this is going to be full. And then it'll start... supplying over here. So for now, we're not getting any hydrogen sent to science. But I don't know how much that bothers me. Oh, shit. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. There we go. And this is fully saturated to the end. Okay. As I say, yeah, it makes sense because we did have some stockpiled, so it should have been sitting there. I forgot that that wasn't upgraded. But I'm still happy with prioritizing this way to generate more. Yeah. Because even if we extended this out, even if it was actually sending all the hydrogen over to this, eventually this whole system would fill up with hydrogen, and this would backlog again, which means we wouldn't be inputting as much to this system, which means more would be routing to the science. But now by doing this, now we're going to be A-okay. All right. Okay, I'm satisfied with this state of things. If anything, I might want... Oh! You could be stacked a little higher. I didn't actually end up doing that. Oh, you can get... Ooh. Do-do-do-do-do. I didn't realize I was out of circuit boards in hand. Can I go high? Oh, I can! I think I can go up to 5 on this. Which is going to be the same at the other end, too. Maybe 6? Maybe 6. And yeah, if we go taller, then we will need the more inserters, but... No, not 6 yet. 5 is currently my cap, because I got the 1 upgrade, which adds +1 to everything and +2 to the labs, which I'd forgotten about. I was just thinking my labs could go 1 higher than before, but that is not the case. 6 labs, perfect. Cubes because I don't want them on my person. Okay. Now we can produce graphene. Yeah, which is perfect because now I'll keep using the wrong word between graphite and graphene. I mean, that's pretty standard though. In Factorio, I'm always inverting, like I call iron steel and half the time I call steel iron. So yeah, maximum confusions all the time. So I think that these light up only when they work. So the fact that they're not continuous is a sign that there's no... And I think you're waiting to unload over here. You've got something on you, so you're active, but there's nowhere to dump, which is fine. And here, yeah, the slowdown is just the lack of red cubes, which was made worse by the fact that I killed the production for a little while, but it is producing now. I love the lights in the distance. Looks like you're looking at a freeway from a distance, you know? And these are cars. Although they're going the wrong way, we're seeing red lights, so they should be moving away from us. And some techs did have different ratios as well, yep. This one here was 4-to-1, the blue to the red. And this one is just red. You gotta assume in the end they balance out. Right now, this one here is 1-to-1. But yeah, I just have to wait for those reds to come through. Which I don't think I'm gonna expand anymore. Well, let's check to make sure that the red here isn't being starved. Either on the input or output. Okay, clearly not on the output. And... it is being starved on the graphene input. Graphite. Maybe I'm wrong about what the color means. The color is just when it's holding something, isn't it? It's not indicative of whether it's running or not. Oh. I do have some of these. I'm gonna have to produce a little bit more of these by hand. Mark 2, Mark 2, Mark 2, 2, 2. Oh, this one's a Mark 1. Right. Sometimes when I'm trying to click on the inserters, I'm clicking on the belt instead. There you go. You're still not running. Oh, well now we're not getting enough hydrogen. Why is it stopping here? That's weird. How come it wasn't one continuous sequence? Is there a way to permanently display the manufacturer? I know there's a statistics panel, actually. There's things I can check over here to see the rates of things. Green is Mark 2, orange is Mark... Okay. So, yeah, so I'm consistently... I gotta remember, if I click here, it's gonna go to the belt. If I click sort of in here... There we go. Then it does upgrade those. Okay, these are fully saturated. We can see how much is in storage, I think, with the red lines, or the production anyway. So all of them are producing properly here. This line is fully saturated. And most of this is coming from our X-ray cracking. The graphite over here. And then if anytime there's a gap, we do convert some of our coal into there. But yeah, most of it we're getting from this production chain, which is nice. Storage tank of hydrogen is still filling up. Maybe it's trending downward, actually. But that's going to be okay. I'm fairly satisfied with our production rate over here. I think to squeeze more out, we'd have to do a lot more stuff. Oh, you think the outputs are the ones locked now? I thought we kept checking and there's not... Yeah, there's no red cube accumulation anywhere. And if we look, we can see these are definitely not running all the time. Okay. Idle. Yeah, the production cycles are quite long because it takes 10 per minute. So it takes 6 seconds per cycle. There's 5 of them, but that's 1.1 seconds per up, which is fine, I think. Okay. I think we're groovy there. Oh, how's our power? Good question. Oh, no, we're not fully satisfied. Wow. Really? After all that? I'm actually very surprised. I mean, we're basically at 100. Let me just chain this a little if I have. And I don't. Okay. HCs take a lot of energy. I guess that makes sense. Well, yeah, they have a lot of power there. Crazy sauce. I could set some alarms on there, too, to be reminded if anything's going wrong with them. It might not be a terrible idea for that. Right here. How long before you pave the world? We're working on it! Here, from there? Oh, that was weird. It looked like it wasn't going to do the full grab, but there we are. Are these Mark IIs? Oh, shit. Didn't realize I did that. Wow, it's still not satisfied. I am fine with consuming more of this refined oil, though. Because this thing is still sitting at, like, pretty full. Yeah, no, I mean, literally full right now. We could upgrade this, this oil thing, but you can see it does stop from time to time over here. So we don't really need the faster path on that, I think. Well, let's put down some more wind for now. We really do need to get to the next level of power tier. And I do have the ability to transfer, to travel to other planets. So I kind of want to do some of that. Well, let's pretend we're a little bit green. That's my last of my wind turbines. Yeah, we're nearly there. Okay. So yeah, at some point what we're going to do is we're going to run into something that I want to build, but we won't have the material for on this planet. A lot of alarms affect or something. Yeah. So what we can do is we can go here, turn an alarm on. So if for some reason, I don't know if this little the alarm triggers if we're less than 100% power, or if it's just starved, or the output is filled. Yeah, I'm not sure what it necessarily all alarms for, but we will get some for some things. It will be very alarming. Can I get more on the upgrade track? So universe exploration needs purple cubes. Neck level mecha core needs yellow. I can get more movement speed. Can't get more inventory. We can get the next level of vertical construction, actually. Wow. Cargo stacking. This is Mark III's stack cargo. Okay. They grab more than one thing at once. Maybe that's what that means. Distribution range. Plus 20 degree distribution range? It must be distant. It looks like a little degree symbol, but it must be like maybe it's a little percentage that gets smushed. Increased distribution range. I mean, I'm not using the logistics bots yet, but frick it, let's throw it in the queue. Okay. And if I can research it now, I'll throw it in. Oh, solar sail. I don't. Maybe we just set up our solar sail orbit. Maybe I blow up this queue, because I don't know if there's a way to throw it in the front of the queue or to reorder a queue. Yeah, that's our power. Oh yeah, we can geothermal power stations as well. Well, we'll throw it in the queue. Energy storage accumulator. These are batteries. These are important for like when we're doing solar power stuff. Okay, I'll restructure my queue. We'll do that instead. They're geothermals for lava planets. Okay, so we don't need to worry about it yet. We'll need the ray receiver. Doesn't this have both? Oh no, this is just, this throws the solar sails into orbit. So it's got the ejector to launch them, and then the actual thing we produce. Oh yeah, we're gonna need the receiver. Where is the receiver in all this? Oh, it's the next tech. Okay. So we'll just wait till this finishes. Oh, I guess I can queue it up now. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get, where was the energy storage? Right there. After that. Okay. So this is where you get crazy, because what you do is you fling a bunch of those things in space, and then you have your receivers. Now, don't we want this equatorial? Right? Something about this really would prefer to be equatorial so it can launch more. How can we tell where the equator is? We get the tropics and things. What the blue line is? Receivers need to go on the poles. Open map. Oh, yeah. Thank you. There's our poles. Yeah, there's our equator. We did construct on some. I'm standing on the equator right now. The coordinate lower left. Hey, I can rename the planet. Oh! There you go, 0. Right here's the equator. Nice. Okay. Thank you. That is very convenient. So receivers at the poles so they don't get blocked as often, I guess. That makes sense. All right. I figure, I mean, yeah, probably at some point we're going to pave the entire planet. Is there a way, so this kind of annoys me. If I go and click here, this is going to make foundation over here. Is there a way to restrict the foundation? Can I do this? Am I still using foundation up? I am. Like, I want to say, I only want to use it to, like, fill water in. Is there a way to filter that? That doesn't seem to be the case. And yeah, the thicker blue line here is definitely visible. Not for water, no. Okay. I mean, it's not a huge shield, but it was the sort of thing where, like, well, if there was something for it, I definitely want to know what it is. All right, so transportation, logistics, Dyson sphere program, EM rail ejector. Launches a large amount of solar sails in orbit. Okay, so what do we need to build these? I need my processors and the supermagnetic rings. I can't build those by hand. Actually, I think I can build them by hand if I had the material. But obviously, automating of this is the idea. Microcrystalline. Oh, this is what needs a bunch of the high purity silicon, which currently I have to mash out of rocks on this planet. But on another planet, we can get silicon directly. Is it worth setting up? Now, I'd have to travel back and forth to collect it, because right now I have no ability to, like, I'm sure there's some sort of automation for sending goods from one planet to another, but I don't have that right now. You don't need to set up automatic production for the launchers. Not going to be using unlimited amount. Right, not for the launchers, I suppose. I suppose that's true. Injectors need to go about 30 degrees off the equator because they can't shoot straight up. Oh. So right now, if I build on the equator at noon, some amount, the ones that are directly under the sun aren't going to be able to fire. But if we're off a bit, then they'll always be able to fire. So yeah, smelting rocks and silicon, that's what I'm getting some over here. But I'm wondering, is it worth making a trip to another planet, setting up a little autonomous silicon thing, and then making a few trips to, like, collect some? I feel like that would be awkward. But, you know, maybe people can weigh in or not. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. So we should do that now. In short, yes, a few bus trips really worth it. Okay, then let's plan that, because it's time to outer space. So what I'm gonna do, well, we are, I think I do need a dedicated graphite making area for my fuel. This coal is, I think I mostly want to use it here, not extract from it. Okay, there's a coal vein over here, which I'm not currently using for any purposes. Ruby. Just gonna make me some fuel. Time to enable career mode. Yeah, baby. Is it shift and R? Yeah, there we go. Let's say, yeah, I was gonna say I'm not in the vein destroying mode, so I think we're okay there. Alright, I'll just go. I might be able to get a little bit more with rotation, but you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have this go around. No, we're still... Well, no, we can do faster conveyor belts, I suppose. So I could theoretically support more. But only with faster conveyor belts. And again, I should really get the whole thing set up first. Because then I can copy the inserters. Sorry, the sorters. Oh, which... I need to go and pick some of those up. I guess I turned a lot of them into tier 2s. Probably going to want more conveyor belts soon, too. What am I doing? Yes, you. That is going to be... That's not going to copy over properly, so I'll have to copy from this one instead. Okay. Copy. All the way over there. I love that even the inserter side of things... Rags. Ooh. Plump, 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 plump. Do that. Upgrade this chain. Get you down to the end, and then over here, one big old storage box. That just grabs all these over here with no limit. Just a big old box of fuel. Okay. And then, for lack of whatever, I'm going to do this. Trying to figure out what I'm bringing with me here to the other planet. What are we going to need? Well, we're going to need some mining machines. I should pick up some raw gears because I'm out of those. Yeah, we're gonna bring tons of fuel for sure. So the other planets, we'll bring a bunch of Dysons. I don't know if I'm gonna need the wind because a lot of the other planets don't. They might not have an atmosphere. So I suspect what we're gonna do is geothermal. Although I'll bring a stack of wind turbines. Because I don't know. But if I recall correctly, planets might have less than great wind generation. Which planet going to next? I have no idea. And... get some extra storage bins. I don't think I need assemblers over there. I got a bunch of belts and inserters. Check power stats in the solar system view. Oh. So I don't think I can go to Gakris to Planet Ice Giant. Oh, hold on. Fire Ice Hydrogen. Yeah, it is an ice giant. So it's not a gas giant, it's an ice giant. But it doesn't look like it's got what we want. There's not as many planets in here as I thought. Is there another way to, like, unlock my view? Following off? Gakris 1 is a lava planet. It's got silicon and titanium, both of which I don't have on my home system. Yeah, 0 silicon, 0 titanium. So maybe I could get the geothermal stuff going on for that. There must be another... There it is. What are you? Ice field. Silicon, titanium. So does wind power just work? Oh, there you go. Wind energy ratio 70%. So the wind works, just, you know, only 70%. It's a little further away. Rockcrest 1. Wind is 70. Solar is really good here because it's close to the sun. That makes sense. Lava's much better. Well, first of all, a lava planet sounds cool. And secondly, if I can get geothermal extraction going on, then we can just generate power that way. Can you even leave the solar system? I cannot. But in-game you can. Lava planet isn't cool. It's very hot. Listen, you. You're not allowed to talk unless you make rhinoceros sounds. So yeah, I'll probably want to wait for that to finish before I go visit the planet. But that'll also give us a chance to accumulate a bunch of fuel. Which was over there. Wait. Get off my cursor. Lots of miners. All right. Lots of fuel ready to go. Do I have everything I'm going to need? Since I'm not bringing craftables with me. I've got Tesla towers for power transmission. I do have the wind, although I will try to craft a little bit of geothermal first, but it might be fine with just this. I can probably dump this one solar panel, so I'm not really doing anything with that. Don't think we'll need assembler machines or storage tanks. Definitely not the storage tanks. We might not need the assemblers, but I'll bring some with me. The storage I definitely want to store a ton of titanium and silicon while I'm away. More wireless ones. I think they're expensive to produce. I mean, they do have a really good range. I may need to cross long distances. Okay, let's see. Connection length is 45. So it is double the length of a Tesla tower. Okay, that is something. I don't think I have that production automated. Because I haven't been making very much use out of them so far. Just need a bunch of plasma exciters, which I do make those. This will leave me with just one stack of Tesla towers and a whole bunch of these bad boys. Okay. Yeah, we can rename this. The green sprout. Oh, hey, achievement. My plan, my rules. Name a planet. Hey! All right, so there you go. Our home planet currently is the green sprout. Say before you take off, don't want to get stuck without fuel like me. Yeah, that would be less than great. But we should have lots of fuel here. I mean, yeah, that's ridiculous amounts of fuel. Grab all of it. Okay. Still say name planets after ale and suns after chocolate. I need smelters. Oh, because it's just gonna be the raw ore. Yes, thank you. An excellent point. Okay, so I actually do need Another dose of craftables here. You know what? Let's say I should automate smelter production, but it actually is kind of annoying. It needs 4 inputs? Ugh. Brick and steel. Brick and iron. Okay. There's our geothermal tech. So to make this, oh no, I could make these. Rings themselves, huh? Oh, I don't think I stockpiled these rings. Hasn't actually been an issue so far, but... What is this warning me about? Is there a red cube on the... Oh, it's my alarm! Oh, because the output is full. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You know what? Let's turn that off. I'm not researching anything, game. Let's research random stuff here. Can you set a filter? Turbine. Okay. We'll have 5 of those. I assume you probably put them on a like a geothermal vent or something like that. We still have the wind turbines as well to provide power. And what I can do is I can always drop a storage bin on the other planet when I get to it, and drop everything there for, you know, future trips. So all this extra shit that I've got on me is not a big deal. We can just drop it and not worry about it. Okay. Put them in lava. All right. But still, I'm assuming like a fixed spot, but maybe not. We do have a full inventory, but a bunch of this is going to get used on the planet, and I'll dump it on there. I do have some like crafting material I don't need. I suppose I could go and consider dropping it. Oh yeah, so I did see someone responding to something. Well, he made a split belt with some gray things earlier and didn't put a second output. Sorry, I saw the message in chat. Didn't add a second output, so the gray things are only going one way. Sorry, can't be more descriptive. But where? You did put a splitter for something somewhere. Not here. Electromagnets. Here in the middle. Okay, splitter 1. That thing seemed fine, right? Belt is empty for magnets. Here? I mean, nothing's coming out of this storage crate. That is correct. No, the output magnets. These? Oh. I meant to do this, so we do both. There we go. Is this what you mean? It's not a splitter. Is there still a splitter out of whack? And this is what you meant. Okay, good. I clearly need more electromagnet production. Because, yeah, there's starting to be more demand for it. Partially, it's still kind of being starved on this stuff here. Apparently it takes a long time to make the basic magnets. Still, it is at least operating. Okay, I don't know, let's just go. What could possibly go wrong? I wanted you to fix it before it went to space, yeah. All right. Well, there's 3A. Okay. So, I can't remember if you can set a target, but that's where we're going. Gakros 1. And right, and there's basic resources there too. Okay. So if you hold shift, you thrust to go faster, which you can see drains our battery. I can just pause there. The battery will recharge. I mean, our speed is still there. You can pin in the system app. I thought there was something for that. Click pin. View indicator. Indicator. Oh, there you go. Indicator gives me the direction to it. Oh, and a cool little HUD. I like that. What is this? Slow down? Spacebar? I don't remember. It's fine. We don't need to slow down. Boom. Smash. Woohoo! I'm not tilted. Land on a planet rotating on an horizontal axis. Cross the distance to a new planet. It's so red and sunny. Iron. Okay, fine. Oh, there was some titanium over there. So, okay, how does this work? Power, geothermal. Okay, so it goes on the lava vein. 99%. Is there like a radius? Is it too close? Oh, there is a too close radius. Oh, that was 87. Ooh, hold on. 115%. Huh. Huh. Larger lava pool, the more the power. All right. And yeah, can do this if we want to just charge super fast. What I probably want to do is put it on proper grid. Actually, like, have as much as possible here. That was my goal. Or no, all around a radius of me, but... Alright. This is titanium. I don't know what kind of arrangement of rotations and stuff might make this fast. I don't know, it's gonna be fine. You know what would be handy is if it highlighted which ones were already being mined. I don't think that one's gonna be mined by anything. Not that it's a really big deal. Oh, Clyde. There you go. Oh, wait, do they have the little rings around them when they're being worked? Is that what these little rings are? I mean, when I click, or when I mouse over it, it does that. Do they always have the little swirly? It highlights already covered ones. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because this one doesn't have a swirl. So it's not being worked. Okay, hardly the end of the world. But now I know. So let's set up titanium smelting that way. Now, if we're going to merge everything together, we'll probably need the accelerated ones. We'll have you come out over here. It's a little annoying that I can't just plug this in directly on the end of something, but oh well. Really? You're not going to be... You're going to occlude yourself here. All right. Oh, you're going to be like that, are you? This one here might have to be double speeded, but I don't know if it's that big a deal. Alright, so we'll get the wireless ones that have enough range to reach over here. And then we'll just use a couple of regular Dysons there and there. Or Teslas, sorry. Actually, how fast does the smelting happen for titanium? Two seconds. It takes 2 inputs, though. Okay. But it does mean we don't need the faster... cabling on the output side. And yeah, every time we've crossed these segments, these tropics, things go a little bit weird, so we might actually be able to do a full drag. But in theory, I think I should be able to make a row of 12 of these to fully consume from the input and fully... No, I guess 6 is still the case. Because it needs to grab 2, but it's 2 seconds. Yeah, no, I think that's the case. I think I can do 12. So that's... I can go more than this. Right, because it only needs to grab 6 per second. 1 per second for each. And presumably this is double the speed. Yeah, 12 seconds. So, there you go. The reach is going to be a little bit awkward here with the way this is flaring out, but sure. That's 6, so I can fit 3 more. I may have wanted to, like, change the pathing here, but that will be fine. And these are only going to output 1 every other second. So the capacity of 6 per second on the output belt is fine. Again, doing math live, never do it. I'm probably effing it up. Yeah, they eat 1 per second, which means I can have 12 on the fast belt. And they output 1 every 2 seconds, which means I can have 12 on the slow belt. Right? Maybe? Let's pretend. Sounds right? Woohoo! Okay. And then, just at the very end over here, put a little storage bin. Hell, I might want multiple storage bins, just because I might want to make sure we have well, each one of these takes up a lot of space. I'm not going to be able to bring that much in one trip, so 1 at a time is going to be okay, I guess. How quickly do these inserters work? I guess it's a little varied because of the reach. 1.5 trips per second per grid. So assuming this is 1 grid, these will make 3 trips per second. So yeah, we will need more. I mean, maybe I should just use the tier 2s, but I'll just wrap around and grab as aggressively as I can. There we are. Oh, you can stack the bins, that's true. But again, I might not want to. Splitter storage. Right. Do a splitter and put a storage bin on top. And I can stack the storage. Do I want to do any of those? Oh, I might want to put a storage on this for buffering. Maybe that's what you mean. I'm not sure that we need to, but we may as well, actually. Keep the miners operating happy. How's our power? Oh, we need more of it. Okay. Yeah, but we don't really need to buffer this. But maybe, because everything will stall a little bit at some point when I'm between trips. So, whatever. We'll put a buffer in there. It's going to be fine. Okay, let's get some more geothermal up in here. 110. 118%. 18? You... Oh, you two reach each other. Okay, that's why I'm like, how come I'm not getting the grid that I think I should be? 113. I mean, can it actually go above 100%, or is that extra bit wasted? Huh. I mean, for the end of the line, a splitter can add into storage as fast as a belt. Oh! Right. Because a belt can't feed directly into a storage. But if I put down a splitter here and put a storage on top of it, then we can do that, and it feeds with no delay and no need for power. Big brain technology. All right. Yeah, I brought way more fuel than I needed, but I'm happy about it. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this here, and this will be the in case Quill Skirt. Again, we've got coal on this planet. We can always mine our way back. But what I can do is store some amount of excess fuel over here. I've blocked the logistics drone engine, the thruster. You can now use logistics drones to transport cargo within the planet. Okay. Well, that's good to know. All right. Well, that is accumulating quite quickly and seems to be going well. So let's do the same thing for silicon. Silicone? Silicon? Not the same. It's not just a pronunciation difference. I'll go to map mode. But I know you had some. I know you didn't have as much as titanium. Can I set a filter on this? Middle. Literally in the middle of my screen. Shut up! I totally thought that was a test for you guys. Congratulations, you passed. I mean, there's no damage in this game, right? Does it go to auto fly? Yeah, okay. No damage yet. They are adding combat. So somewhere over there. There it is. Mouse is literally on it. Alright, I'm happy you guys convinced me to bring the long range transmitters here. Not that the Tesla towers are that much of a pain in the ass. Alright. It's green. Yes, they do get those circles. All right. Okay. And that will be all the veins. 4K. Yeah, I don't know. 500,000 raw in here. I mean, I think it's going to be a lot for now. Whether it's a lot long term, I definitely can't say. Is that going to affect that one? Okay, so if any part of it. I just didn't know if, like, if more of it had to be in the circle or what. Right. So same thing. Ooh, yeah, I don't have enough Mark IIs. Although we only really need the Mark IIs for the start of it. And then it can drop to Mark I's for the rest. Oh, I'm short one smelter, assuming it's the same smelting speed. And it is. So I'm going to be short one smelter for full output. Not that that's a big deal. We can always go and add it later. I don't know how long this needs to be. Trim it after. It's much more convenient if it's already 500k enough to get warp and search other systems. Cool. And we do have another, well, first of all, there's more than one of these silicon deposits on this planet, and we have another planet with some of the stuff on it, so we're gonna be a-okay. Oh, little bots are way over there. Copy. Drag this out. Build 11. Can't build 12. Leave a little extra room for one more smelter. And then, yeah, we'll do that super awesome trick I totally thought of by myself without any help whatsoever. You know, if we conveyor belt into the splitter, it's great because you don't need inserter stuff. All right. Was it tab to load this in? Yeah, there we go. Oh, that shit. Okay. You know what? It's going to bother me that it's not flush against the thing. Okay. Will your 3 manuals satisfy the belt? I have no idea. Well, I think, yeah. As it turns out. Yep. So we could check the rate. It's weird. Some things are reported per second and some things are per minute. So this is spitting out 3 per second. Yeah. So last one is not working. It looks like it's working. I think we're okay. Was not highlighted until now. Okay. Oh, maybe it hadn't. Maybe the ore hadn't reached it yet. That's entirely possible. So at this point, I assume... Yeah, it is. I gotta look at the map too. I assume the titanium is probably fully loaded. Oh, the last one hadn't even been placed yet. Yeah, that may have been a thing. So if I would dump as much as I can, let's bring the fuel back. And, oh, it always dumps from the top. Now dump extra fuel. There we go. We'll click that way. Cool. Magnetic particle trap. In fixed particles, certain positions guide them to show some characteristics. It's a trap. Blam. Okay. So, I know we don't have a full load of anything, but might just make the trip back now, because it is 4 o'clock. It's time for us to wrap up. So let's see if we can make the trip back without dying. So, oh, what are we gonna name this planet? I think it should be like, is it the spicy sprout? It's certainly spicy. Bob. Someone always looks for Bob. A cool planet. Just rename it a cool planet. Hot and bothered. Make it butts. Yeah, you know what? We could name it Planet Cool. Sriracha Sprout. Oh, I like that. Sriracha? Is that how we spell it? The sriracha sprout. Oh my god, I just got hungry all of a sudden. I had like the flavor of sriracha in my mouth. Mmm. Yeah. There's the green sprout. There you go. And we're off. Wee-hoo. So point the cursor forward, shift until we run out of battery power, and then coast on. Second star to the left, straight on till morning. This warp speed, new. I don't know. There is warp speed in this game. I don't know if you were serious asking, but do. Hello, sun. Look directly at the sun. Ah, it burns. Click caps lock. Oh, no warp. Be able to move faster. Oh yeah, and the planets do move, so you do have to like reorientate yourself from time to time. To be able to move faster, we need we need fuel that generates more power per tick, or just more fuel efficient, power efficient stuff. Yes, you can redesign your mech. Actually, we should show that for a sec. I showed it at the start of the first stream, for the people who weren't here before that. Hey, I've never actually seen us go into the water before. Well, that's funny. Okay, does anyone remember where I parked my base? Okay, I don't have any power right now. Let's let that sit in charge for a second. Right here, armor customization. Yeah, you can change like every component on your mech, repaint things, use different designs. We load one of these, for example. This is like pre-mades other people have made. I think they come stock with the thing. I think you can share them on the workshop as well. But I do like the construction robot look of things. Am I literally on like the other side of the planet from everything I've done? I am a winner. Yep. Not enough go juice. Imagine it's really ridiculous. Your mech looks like Templar from StarCraft. Oh, that's cool. It would be way cooler if it was a Zergling or something, though. All right, well, now I feel dumb for not having, like, wireless power transmission all over the place. So just to sit for the battery and start up. Anyway, a good place for us to end the stream. So, again, my plan now for streaming, or at least just for the immediate future, is Monday and Wednesday, Dyson Sphere program. So we're going to play some DSP again in 2 days. Saturday, we're going to continue RimWorld. In theory, we can potentially, and I think I've said this for the last 3 weeks in a row, we can finish our RimWorld run this Saturday. Everything depends on Randy Random and how randy or how random he might be in terms of sending aggression towards us. When RimWorld completes, which again might be this Saturday, we are going to use the Saturday slot for Dwarf Fortress. And everything's going to change at the end of the month, because at the end of the month, KSP2 comes out. We're definitely going to want to play a bunch of that. So I don't know what days will be what, but I am looking forward to, my goal is to finish DSP, because I've never done that before. So I'm looking forward to that very much. So we'll see what things look like. End of the month. End of February is what I meant. Not end of this month. End of next month. It's like February the 24th or something for KSP2. It's the 31st of February is when it comes out. So anyway, yes, I'm going to see you guys in 2 days for more of this. Saturday, RimWorld. Soon, more Dwarf Fortress. For now, we're going to raid A Kiss for Luck. I know she's been recording again. Still struggling with the big C stuff, but feeling a little bit better. Getting some things done. What's she playing today? Oh, she's playing that Coral Island game. Yes, I want to check that out. I think it was described as like a mix of like Stardew Valley and Dreamlight Valley or whatever. Give her a raid. Give her some love. I'm going to see you guys on Wednesday. Bye, everyone. Boom, boom, boom.